Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of English Literature. Today, we are going to study a poem written by Kamala Das, a very famous poetess. The poem's name is The Dance of the Eunuchs. But before we start to read out the poem, we will have a look on Kamala Das' lifetime. Kamla Suraya, it was her name, born on 31 March 1934, and she died on 31 May in 2009. Popularly known by her one-time pen name Madhvi Kutti. It means that whenever she wrote poems, she wrote under the name of Madhvi Kutti and married name Kamla Das. She was an Indian poet in English as well as an author in Malayalam from Kerala, India. Her popularity in Kerala is based chiefly on her short stories and autobiography, My Story. While her Ivra, Ivra means Sampurn Kritiyan, while her Ivra in English written under the name Kamala Das is noted for the poems and explicit means clear, spust autobiography. She was also a widely read columnist. Columnist means she wrote many articles in the columns of a newspaper and wrote on diverse topic. डाइवर्स मीन्स विभिन्न प्रकार के अलग अलग प्रकार के टॉपिक्स पे उन्होंने लिखा, इंक्लूडिंग वुमेंस इश्यू, जिसमें शामिल थे महिलाओं से जुड़े हुए इश्यूज, चाइल्ड केयर, पॉलिटिक्स, among others. Now we will have a look upon the text of our poem, The Dance of the Eunuchs. Eunuchs means ट्रांसजेंडर, जिन्हें हम सरल भाषा में हिंजड़े कहते हैं. द डांस ऑफ द यूनक्स. इट वॉज हॉट, so hot before the eunuchs came to dance. Wide skirts going round and round, cymbals richly clashing. Cymbals means मंजीरे. Richly clashing, clashing means टकराना. And anklets jingling, jingling, jingling. Anklets means पायल. Jingle means टन टन की आवाज़ करना. Beneath the fiery गुलमोहर. Fiery means अग्नि में आग के समान दिखता हुआ पीले रंग का. गुलमोहर, गुलमोहर a name of tree, with long braids flying, dark eyes flashing. Long braids, braids means choti. Long braids flying, dark eyes flashing. Flash means चमकना. They danced and they danced. Oh, they danced till they bled. Bled means खून निकलना. There were green tattoos on their cheeks, jasmine in their hair. Jasmine is a kind of flower. In Hindi we can say चमेली का फूल और जूही का फूल. Jasmine in their hair. Some were dark and some were almost fair. Their voices were harsh, Harsh means carcass. Their songs melancholy. Melancholy means full of sadness. They sang of lovers dying and or children left unborn. Some beat their drums, other beat their sorry breasts, and wailed and writhed in vacant ecstasy. Wail means vilap karna, and writhe means kasmasana. In vacant ecstasy. Vacant means शून्य, खाली, empty, and ecstasy means परम आनंद, हर्षोन्माद, अति आनंद. They were thin in limbs. Limbs means शरीर के अंग. And dry like half burnt logs. Logs means लकड़ी के लट्ठे. From funeral pyres. Funeral pyres means चिता, चिता की अग्नि. A drought means सूखा. And a rottenness means सड़ा हुआ, were in each of them. Even the crows were so silent on trees, and the children wide-eyed still. Still means शांत and अभी तक. All were watching these poor creatures' convulsions. Convulsions means ऐठन, मरोड़, जो भी उनके क्रियाकलाप थे डांस करते समय. The sky crackled, then thunder came, and lightning, and rain, a meager rain. Meager means बहुत ही कम, अल्प. That smelt of dust in attics. Attics means atari, and the urine of lizard and mice. Lizard means छिपकलियाँ, mice means चूहे. This poem is taken from her anthology from Summer in Calcutta. Now we will move towards to its explanation. The poem The Dance of Eunuchs by Kamala Das is quite symbolic and confusing, though it may seem you as very simple because the simple English words are used here, but it is not so simple as it seems. The poet, who is a victim of patriarchal society. Patriarchal means पितृसत्तात्मक, where a man always head of a family. The poet, who is a victim of patriarchal society, talks about the dance of transgenders. The transgenders are too a victim of the social norms which alienate them from being treated as normal humans. यहाँ इस कविता के बारे में बताया हुआ है कि जिस प्रकार से जो हमारी कवयित्री है वो पेट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी की एक विक्टिम रही, उसका पीड़ित रही, शिकार रही, उसी प्रकार से जो ट्रांसजेंडर्स हैं वो भी विक्टिम हैं सोशल नॉर्म्स के, सामाजिक नियमों के, जो कि उनको नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग से अलग करता है, विच शुड नॉट बी डन. It is unfair to transgenders. They are also part of the society, but they are not considered a part of the society. The transgenders, being socially excluded, either dance, sing or beg to earn their living. Transgenders को अपनी लिविंग कमाने के लिए तो डांस करना पड़ता है, या सिंग करना पड़ता है, या फिर बैग भीख मांगनी पड़ती है। हाउएवर देयर डांस एंड सॉन्ग्स हैव नो जॉय और रिदम और स्वीटनेस। वे डांस तो करते हैं परंतु उनके डांस में बहुत ज़्यादा कोई रिदम और स्वीटनेस नहीं होती है। दे ट्राई देयर बेस्ट टू लुक ब्यूटीफुल येट द सोसाइटी looks down them. Looks down them means society dislikes them. Now, as mentioned above, the poem has profound meaning. The poet compares her own condition with that of eunuchs or transgenders. Like the transgenders, she as a woman is also looked down by the patriarchal society. बिल्कुल उसी प्रकार से जिस प्रकार से ट्रांसजेंडर्स को सोसाइटी में महत्व नहीं दिया जाता है, बिल्कुल उसी प्रकार से महिलाओं को भी इस सोसाइटी में, जो कि पैट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी है, पितृसत्तात्मक सोसाइटी है, जहाँ एक पुरुष परिवार का मुखिया होता है और उसी के ऑर्डर्स को फॉलो किया जाता है, तो वो भी अपने आप को अपमानित महसूस करती है। सी मे सीम्स टू बी इंजॉइंग द लाइफ बाय हर अपीयरेंस बट इंटरनली सी इज जॉयलेस, लॉनली एंड स्ट्रगलिंग। द पोएम हैज़ नो स्टेंजास। However, I have divided it into three parts. In the first part, the poet discusses the attractive things which eunuchs use or show in order to attract the people who may give them money. In the second part, she talks about their inabilities and the joyless inner self. In the third part, the rain comes, which is boon. Boon means Ashirwad, as well as ban. Ban means curse, abhisap. For them, how it is, we will know in the poem. Now we will discuss part first. The poet says that it was hot, so hot, when the eunuchs came to dance. The line means that the eunuchs came to dance in a hot day to dance, though it was quite hot. Poet repeats the word hot in order to show its intensity, its hotness. They came because they need money to exist in this world. They were dancing, their wide skirts. They were wearing skirts and thus had female appearance. So their wide skirts was going round and round, means they were moving round and round in order to dance. Some of them had cymbals. Cymbals means manjeere. कुछ के हाथ में मंजीरे थे, which they were striking against each other to produce a sound effect for dancing. As they were dancing, their anklets, payale, were jingling, jingling, jingling. Kamla Das words are producing a similar sound to that of anklets. They were dancing under a reddish gulmohar tree. It is quite a beautiful tree. I think you all have seen the tree. Their long braids were flying in the air and their dark eyes were flashing, perhaps with tears. They were continuously dancing until they could. The poet uses the phrase till they bled to show that they had to keep dancing to get money from people. Nobody cares for their pain. Here, the poet is saying that they danced though they were in pain. The eunuchs tried their best to do makeup in order to look a little human like, as they are treated like aliens, as I have told you earlier. They had green tattoos on their cheeks and jasmine flowers in their hairs. Some of them were black, while others fair, somewhat fair. However, for society, there is no difference between the two, both are ugly in our eyes. Note that poet has shown two signs of harshness so far. First, the very hot weather, and the second, the eunuch's compulsion to dance until they give up because of pleading. Now, part number two. In the second part comes the harsh reality, their inabilities, their disabilities, and things which alienate them. According to the poet, their voices were harsh. I think you all have heard their voices. Their voices are somewhat harsh or very loud, as they had both males as well as females characteristics, and not sweet, and their songs quite sad. They were singing about the dying lovers and the children which did not born. The line is quite interesting and confusing. The transgenders are sterile. Sterile means they can't produce children and are still narrating the stories of those having proper males and female traits. This can have two meanings. First, they are perhaps talking about themselves who cannot do love making and also cannot produce children. Thus, their love dies and their children are not born. And the second meaning could be that they are talking about the dark realities of the world. Whatever the meaning may be, their song is quite melancholic, sad. Some of them are beating their drums, while others their breasts, which the poet calls sorry breasts, because they are of no use to them. Neither a man is interested in giving them the sexual pleasure, nor they can produce milk. Thus, they lack both these blessings. Thirdly, they might be disordered. They were wailing and writhing in vacant ecstasy. They are making cries and irregular movements, singing and dancing but badly, without any joy. Their limbs were thin and looked like half burnt logs. Logs means wood from the funeral pyre. Their body looked dry and rotten. These symbols depict their miserable condition. Transgenders are poor, live in unhygienic conditions, and without proper food or other basic things like house, pure water, etc. Hence, they seem to be dead like. While they were dancing, the crows were silent on their condition, while the children were watching them with amazement, with wide eyed. In India, crow is a symbol of doom. But here, even the doomed creature is silent because they are treated worse than the crow. On the other hand, the children have not seen them earlier, seems hence they are seemed to be alien to them. Now, part number third. While the people were watching their irregular dance, poet calls them poor creature because of their miserable condition. The sky was covered with thundering clouds, and soon it started lightning, which was followed by rain. The rain was meager, it means very less or of short duration. Though it brought sweet smell of dust in the attics, the bad smell of urine of lizards and mice was also there. The lines have a deeper meaning. The poet tells two different aspects of the rain. First, it was a blessing because it was very hot and people wanted relief. However, on the other hand, it was ban. Ban means curse. for the eunuchs because they were dancing for earning their livelihood, and because of this rain, the people might have ran away. Thus, something which is blessing for the normal humans can be curse for those poor transgenders. Here, the poem ends. I think you all got the idea. Now, when you will read out this poem, you will be able to comprehend the meaning. Thank you for watching this video. We shall meet with a new poem in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.